Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Decisions. Y'all see how I did that? There we go. It's back. It's your girl, Mandii V, a.k.a. I Got It.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad to be not the only Carisha anymore.
My man. Before we start this week's episode, we do want to let you guys know that we need your help to become a New York Times bestseller. Y'all know we are authors now. So No Holds Barred, a dual manifesto on exploration and power is now available for pre-order. And y'all, we know because it's getting rid of the DEI. So what we need y'all to do is look up your local independent, hopefully Black-owned and brown-owned bookstores and get your pre-order now.
The pre-orders are the only things that can get us on this list. We had no idea before, and that's why we're going to scream it to you every single week. You're going to be on Patreon paying that $5, $10, $15, and you still finna hear it. You finna be at that live tour with 3 books in your hand. We going to say, and you didn't get 4?
Also, if you haven't known yet, we are the host of, I think it's the third.
I don't know. We've been to all
Black Effect Festival.
I think 3rd.
It's the 3rd, right? We are the host this year. So whether you come at 12 o'clock or leave at 8, baby, we are there the whole time.
We gonna have to. Are we gonna do outfit changes?
Oh, I want to like
how many?
Beyonce's.
Because I'm gonna be tired.
No,
we
need outfit changes the whole day.
And we have, let's see, we can go through rundown. There's Trap Nerds, Good Moms, Bad Choices, Naked Sports with, is it Kari or Carrie?
Carrie Champion.
Carrie Champion.
We have R&B Money with Tank. And then y'all, the good sister. What is it? Sarah Jakes Roberts. My bad. I was about to say Roberta.
And you
I know. I love Sarah Jake Roberts.
There's such a great lineup. I know Trap Nerds has never hit the stage. Good Moms, Bad Choices never hit the stage.
Neither is Tank. I'm ready to see R&B Money.
Wait, I think every single person is
new. No,
new.
these are all new people. I'm really excited.
They said, we love them. Let's just let them host it.
I'm really excited to see who R&B Money interviews.
I say we do the cucumber game for all time's sake right before Sarah Jakes comes out.
I'm just going to say, Tank, you're in Atlanta. I need Usher on that stage, okay? I think he gives great interviews. He just sat with the good sis, Kiki Palmer. And I am here for Usher being on more, like, long platforms.
Yeah, I really liked seeing that Kiki interview. And it's crazy because, like, when I was watching that clip, I was like, wow. That moment, you know the moment about the kiss, his first kiss not being consensual.
Yes.
I was like, yo, that was such a, like someone that doesn't have social, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
It was like awkwardness?
Yeah, like to say that, like, well, I didn't want it, or whatever he said. I was like, wow. I would have skipped around that. But Usher being Usher, media trained, all this, I was like,
I think he wanted that to be said. Yeah,
he either really felt comfortable with Kiki, wanted people to know, or just hasn't done long form with someone that he vibes with
that he was comfortable with. I think for me, that's something I'm looking forward to seeing more. Like, and here I go about to sound old. Like, my generation of the artists that I grew up watching, so like the Ja Rules, the Ashantis, the Ushers, like, I'm really excited to see them in long form content because when we were growing up, it was like radio interviews, magazine interviews, and then MTV Cribs. And it was just showing rooms from a rented house. Now we know. But like, I'm excited to see them like talk about that. Like, and I feel like, All-Star Weekend, I'm at Kenny Smith's party and I'm like, there's Shawn Marion. There's like all these old heads.
Shawn Marion got the dreads, right?
No, Shawn Marion is a light, bright ass.
Who got the dreads?
Who got the dreads? Who you talking about? Dreads from old school days?
Wait, Shawn Marion, isn't that an athlete
Sprewell?
That has a podcast?
Are you talking about Latrell Sprewell? That's the only with dreads that I know from my era of growing up.
Sorry.
They have dreads like that. Is that the only one?
This is Shawn Marion? Sorry, no. I'm really lost.
Yeah, he's old school, like old school.
Bruh. His sisters' names. I'm just on Google and it shows it.
Oh my
These are his siblings. Oh, I love it. Tremaine Marion, Shawnette, and Quenisha Marion. And let me tell you something. You gonna know it when you see them. And I would love to see Quinette. What was it? Shawnette, Quenisha. I would love to see all of them being like courtside. Yeah, my brother on the team.
It's crazy because All-Star Weekend was so much fun. Like, watching like all the old heads come
Nobody
out on
cares,
the court.
Mandii. Talk about your boyfriend.
No, I'm gonna get to my boyfriend.
We don't care.
It was. I'm
We
taking
don't
it
like
back.
sports.
Yes.
Yellow team.
First off, and this is why we'll never.
It's
I'm trying to get
Fashion
us
Nova.
can I try to get us a Prize Picks deal here?
We don't.
Prize Picks, DraftKings want some more money, so I'm gonna be like, yeah, I went to the All-Star Game. Slam dunk contest was so cool. Yeah,
There.
you know what's crazy? I realize how much I don't know. First off, they all look like children, and I'm like, oh my god, everyone looks so young.
Who?
Like all the I don't want to call them the kids on the court, but I'm like, these players look so young. When they brought out like KG and Tracy McGrady and all the Hogans,
you
I was
ain't
like,
talking.
oh my God. Vince Carter. I was like, my middle school self is loving this. Bro, don't do this. I know I like, but they
loved all.
Bro, they look young.
I almost want to quote you was about the draft.
Don't do this. They look young.
Since when did you turn into an auntie? We need to get these finger waves out.
We're not going to do this. They look young.
I want your hair to get wet. These finger waves taking you up in age.
I don't want to look young.
Okay.
Like, they look young. They look like they balls just dropped. I don't want, like, someone that looks young. I don't mind you being young. I just need you to look a little older. Speaking of young, there's an 8-year difference between me and my boyfriend. Yes, my man. So I am now a taken woman.
Now, you gave us some good tea on Patreon.
Committed relationship. So yeah, if you guys want to hear like how this kind of came about, go to our Patreon. It's patreon.com/horrible decisions. Basically, I'm going to give you like a quick summary on what happened. So quick summary is, y'all know I was entertaining multiple men because that's what you do when you date. So I was entertaining multiple men.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, let all these know I'm entertaining multiple men. So, because here we go. You good?
No, I'm so sorry. Man, you want to support Palestine? They need to figure out what Starbucks had in that goddamn matcha. This is terrible.
That is crazy.
Sorry. Fuck. You don't want to be a Zionist, but the coffee sucks. What the hell is this?
That's what you get for going to a little, I don't know, something. I got my Starbucks, bitch. Oh, shit. And, bitch, you know they got the little deal with Delta. Shout out to Delta because they keep in DEI. Miles. No. Not only miles. You ready? Bitch, one of the things that you could get in your benefits is 6,000 Starbucks stars. Bitch, I won't be paying for coffee for the next...
Stop selling it.
I'm sorry. Well, I don't pay for it. I have stars.
So, she goes that much. Okay, I want to know how he asked you.
Okay, wait, girl. Oh, sorry, I'm branding here. Okay.
See why we can't drink coffee on the episode?
No, bitch, you done cut me off because it was disgusting.
You asked me what was wrong, bitch. You shouldn't have been checking on me.
Okay, my bad, I won't. I won't care no more. Die, bitch. Choke, ho. Shit. Yeah, bitch, keep choking. Anywho, so let me like run down the really quick like synopsis. Basically, he came and saw me in Vegas on our last night. One of my other niggas FaceTimed me. He saw the nigga FaceTime, asked if I had talked to that nigga. I said and did. And he got on his feelings. And I ran down like, well, you shouldn't be in your feelings. Take that up with God. And then pretty much let him know this is what I'm doing. And he said fair. Gave him homework. He came to me with homework. He booked his flight immediately after I gave him my answers. This whole story is elongated on the Patreon.
Now, question for you. You had plans for that nigga that FaceTime you to come to Atlanta. Did you A, say fuck you, this other nigga coming through? Say B, sorry I made plans, or C, cut him off?
Oh, you weren't listening on Town Hall, girl. So the universe, the stars and moons put me in this relationship because the nigga who was supposed to be coming to Atlanta had to work. So he canceled his flight. And then this nigga was coming. So it worked out perfect. I didn't have to there was no crisscross of the niggas. Okay? So he's on the phone with me. At the very end of the call, he sends his flight. He's coming to spend the week of Valentine's Day with me.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I let him know in Vegas how I want to be treated. I said, I like flowers. I like a man who's supportive of me in my career and everything I do with my entrepreneurial ventures, because I felt like that was a little lacking in my last relationship. I said, I want intimacy. I want time with my partner, and I need them to be intentional. And if you feel as though you can't show up in any of this capacity, feel free to not show up at all. So he booked his flight. So he's leaving from Burbank to Atlanta. We're on the phone as he's headed to the airport. And he's like, have you left your house today? And I was like, no, not yet. Like, I'm just going to be waiting for you today. So he was like, well, you should check your door. So I go to my door and he sends me 2 dozen roses.
Oh,
Waiting at my door, mind you, while he's on his way there. So he scheduled it perfectly. So 2 dozen roses are at my door. And literally on it says, I can't wait to see you tonight.
So thoughtful.
So very intentional. And then he even signed it Actor Bay because he's like, I know you like to post things on social media and I'm not going to put my name so
That's
that you
funny.
can post it. So I was like,
now he said you are IG.
he literally, bitch, and is. So mind you, I look at the weather. I thought we were going to end up doing the park. It's fucking pouring rain. So we end up planning to go to the aquarium. So he gets in that night. We end up I bring in dinner. His flight was delayed 4 hours and I felt so bad because he was in the airport all day. So anyways, he gets to Atlanta. We cuddle. We have a great night. Next day, we have plans to go to the aquarium. We're adorable at the aquarium.
When did you have sex for the first time?
The last night. Bitch, because he came and I was on my period. So I already let him know that I don't do the period at all. So I let him know, you're going to have to wait till it's off. Like, I told him when he booked it, hey, I literally sent him the Flow app. I said, I will do mad nasty other shit, but I do not fuck on my period.
Did you see his dick before you fucked?
No,
it?
we've been bitch. Oh. I saw it the first week we was in each other's DMs.
Oh.
Like, been seen the dick.
Understood.
Laid with him in Vegas.
How this lasted
been
so
seen
long.
the dick. So, anyways, so we go to the aquarium, and when we come back, mind you, he had already made reservations too at my favorite restaurant in Atlanta. So
nice.
Before he even came, he was like, what's your favorite restaurant in Atlanta? He made the reservation for Valentine's Day night. So
you spent Valentine's Day in Atlanta. Okay. For some reason, my brain was thinking All-Star.
No, I did. I left Atlanta All-Star Day, but we brought in Valentine's Day together. So we go to the aquarium. We're walking around. We're looking at the fucking fish, the whales, all the things. It's cute. Actually, this is where I'd like to talk about white people. If you don't fucking mind. Because something happened where I said, don't let that shit happen again.
Oh, because you went to an aquarium.
Let me tell y'all what the fuck happened at this motherfucking aquarium before I get back and be cute. So we at the motherfucking aquarium, and he already telling me to calm down with my cursing because it's kids. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't have no kids. I'm a curse because I'm a curse. Whatever. Y'all know how I am. Whatever.
Mandii.
So I'm like, okay, I'll stop cursing.
British jet.
So anyways, so we're walking through the aquarium, and there's the part where, you know, the fucking glass is over you. So it's like, bitch, you in the water.
Right.
We on this moving sidewalk. You ready? We're on this moving sidewalk. He's behind me, arm wrapped around my waist. So cute. We're getting towards the end of the sidewalk. Bitch, this white woman, no lie. You ready? Diss my head, diss him behind me. She almost sideswipes the fuck out of my head. It's like, can you take a picture of us, please? First off, who the fuck even asks niggas for pictures?
From the back?
Bitch went over me because he's fucking taller. Bitch went over my head to hand her phone to him. And it was like, can you take a picture of us, please? And bitch, when I tell you I look like
Mandii.
this, he took the picture. And I said, if that bitch even thinks she finna, oh, bitch, I went off. Because I said, first off, she almost took my motherfucking head off. Secondly, bitches don't even ask men to take pictures of them. She was trying to hit on you in front of me like I wasn't right motherfucking there. So I said, if we see her again and she even thinks she finna come up to you, it's gonna be a motherfucking problem. And you don't know what a Florida bitch is, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Because, bitch, this much closer, she would have hit me in the motherfucking head.
Quenisha, let me ask you something.
Don't do that. I was so mad because I was, hold on, because then I was like, and then you took the picture. And normally I don't act like this. But I was like, you should have said no.
Did he know that her hand was so close?
Oh, no. Because it happened so quickly. We literally, he was like, did she hit you? Like, it was like, bro, she went above my head.
What was she doing when you was talking
shit? She went above my, no. This is as we walked away. And I looked at him like, you know she did that shit on purpose, right? You know that, right? Like, if we see her again, let her know you're not taking no more pictures.
If we see her again.
If we see her again.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, by the time we get to the clownfish,
Bro.
it's the bitch over there.
I was so mad, and I was like, don't let that shit happen again. He was like, it just happened so fast. I still don't know the fucking accent, and we talk every day. I'm terrible. Anyways, so he was like, what you want me to do? Say no? I just want to take a picture. No, the bitch played in my face. Like she ain't see my motherfucking ass. White bitch. Mind you, he the only black guy too. Surprisingly, it's Atlanta. We like the only black couple walking through this bitch. It was mad.
Surprising at an aquarium.
I mean, black people go to the aquarium. Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe not. It was a Wednesday afternoon. Okay?
Is this like a stereotype that black people don't go to the aquarium?
No. I mean, we like to eat catfish. We don't want to go see them niggas. You feel me? But it's cute. It's Atlanta. I just expected more of us there. But no. And this bitch had kids. Bitch, you walking around. Bitch, is this a field trip? You got kids and you want to have my nigga take a picture of you? Where's the other chaperone? Where's it at?
Well, maybe she wanted a picture with her and her kids.
She should have had
No, I don't know if it was all her kids. It was too much. And if you pushed all them bitches out your coochie, you really got to get away from
Well, maybe it was a field trip because it was a Wednesday afternoon.
True.
No, it could have been a daycare field trip. Bitch, I used to be in daycare.
Bitch, that's still a field trip.
That's
To
what
the
I'm saying. I
aquarium?
think it was a field trip.
She should have had you do it because like the height and the kids and you and like that made sense.
She should have had a woman take a picture because
Yeah.
we know men
Well,
don't even know how to
woman.
take pictures. Bro,
What do you mean?
Men do not know how to take. Okay, I know Dave is a male
Yo, I'm
photographer.
not gonna lie to you.
I'm talking about on an iPhone.
I had a very uncomfortable moment on this island. You know, I would say certain Asians, like Chinese people, they be loud.
Oh,
They'll
boy,
talk
here
to
we
you.
go.
Southeast Asian, they fuck with
Here we
you.
go.
There's certain Asian, I'm not lying. Korean, I've noticed they kind of like, unless you in LA, they be a little,
Oh, yeah, no, they do be like
I saw a Korean couple at this resort we were at in Thailand. The boyfriend was taking a picture and they were bad. So I came over, I'm drunk. I was like, girl, let me get it. So she's looking at me. So I'm like, maybe they don't speak English. But I was like, whatever. So I took her, no, because there's a lot of Chinese tourists and I don't know where they're from, if they speak English or not. I'm telling her boyfriend, give me the phone, I got it. So they looking super scared. We're on a remote island, Mandii. You can only take a boat to get here. I said, hey, I'm not going to rob you guys.
Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Because they was acting scared. What the fuck you acting scared for, bitch?
Yeah, bro, look at you. Fix your face. That's you. Fix my face, bitch.
Look how you just twisted it.
Calm down.
No, but
Just calm down.
same shit happened.
No, it's different.
Do you know the bitch went?
You felt they were being racist. This bitch was trying to flirt with my nigga in front of me. Way different.
Are we sure about that too? Like, I feel like that's a little.
I'm not going to lie.
No,
If
I
you'd
think
be
she
willing
was.
to share your nigga,
No.
being racist is worse.
I'm not sharing my nigga with a
being
white
racist
bitch.
would be worse.
That's worse. Sharing it with a white woman right after Black History Month, leading into women. No, fuck out of here.
Okay, so you made it loud and clear that you're not gonna rob them, and then
And then what?
It was just like this, right? She was super tense. I was like, I'm just trying to help you because for the picture. So then he said something to her and she's like, oh, okay. Whatever. I take the picture. I'm like, okay, cool. Was a language barrier, right? Get to breakfast the next day. My nigga sitting there by himself. Who is having a full-on conversation saying, yeah, we live mid-city in Los Angeles.
Oh, she's English?
No.
Yes, they're
Oh, she speak
American. They're
English.
Korean by descent. Them bitches, that hoe knew exactly what I was saying. And you wanted to be funny. And you know why? Because she probably thought I was trying to flirt with her nigga. Because I said, let me get it. Let me help you, girl. Because it's women get weird.
Okay, I see the tie. I didn't get weird. I let him take the picture and then cuss his ass
And you
out.
know
So
why?
you were the white women with the kids in this story.
Yes,
I
you were.
was the fine ass woman that had her fro out and a little bitty bikini and a little tongue.
Anyway, back to the story. So we go to the aquarium. It's cute. He brings me a gift to Atlanta. And I'm like, just wait till our Valentine's Day dinner for the gift. Da, 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 da. He's like, no, I really want to give it to you now. I was like, okay, I'll take the gift, but I really wanted it for Valentine's Day. But it made sense why you wanted to give it to me. So he dresses very simple. He dresses like a LA West Coast nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Dickies, pants.
Essentials?
But essentials. But not the like fear of God or whatever it is essentials.
Oh, that's what I meant.
He wears like Uniqlo essentials. Basics, no logos, all like solids and chucks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So he pulls out a box. He's like, because you don't have a pair, so that when we go out, we can look cute together, I got you these pairs. He bought me a pair of Chuck Taylors. Not only did he give me a pair of Chuck Taylors, so I opened the box. He embroidered selective ignorance on them in his handwriting.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then did like a little scribble and was like, and I want to read y'all the message. This message came
These are on the shoes?
No, so it was no nigga. Just selective ignorance was on the shoes. But you're a fucking dickhead.
I'm sorry, I thought the whole letter was on the shoes.
You're a dickhead. So it was like the week that I dropped my trailer. So before he had even come, he said selective ignorance, dictionary, phrase, the practice of intentionally choosing not to know about certain topics or things. He said, quote, Mandii is using her selective ignorance to justify why she can't name 5 Meek records. Because that came out the week that we kind of started talking. So he said, it's release day. It makes me smile that I've been in your life long enough to see this idea go from inception to execution. I'm happy because this will let people see you, the you I know, the you that keeps me on the phone for 5 hours, the you that makes me giddy enough to laugh and safe enough to cry, the you that took the 2 minutes I gave you and somehow managed to captivate me enough to spin me into a whole ass relationship. It's the starring vehicle you deserve. Good morning. I'm so proud of you. Call me after your appointment.
Oh, nice. What a sweetie.
Sends me that, and I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I just melt. So anyways, he gives me those shoes. We decide, because I'm like, fuck, pussy's still kind of bleeding. I was like, let's shower tonight. So we get in the shower that night, and I'm so excited because I was like, ooh, my shower is nice as fuck. So I'm like, ooh, we about to shower, wipe each other down. This is going to be so sexy. So I go to hand him my men's body wash that's in my shower. Because I like ouds, I like musky scents, I like men's shit. And I hand him it, and I'm like, here you go. Mind you, this much left. But I'm like, here you go. This is the men's body wash. I'll use the Dove since we're both in here. And he looks at me and he's like, okay. So we get out the shower.
Fair reaction.
We get out the shower, and I realize he's acting weird. And I'm like, you know what? Just come here. I bring him to the laundry room, and I show him that I have 6 bottles of this man wash.
Cool.
And he's like, oh, you picked up on that, didn't you? He was like, in my head, he was like, I done flew all the way to fucking Atlanta to be with this bitch, and she handed me another nigga body wash.
That's what I would have thought.
100%.
And I'm like, you would have thought that too?
100%.
Yes.
If this is like, I mean, is this our first time showering together?
No, we showered. We showered around each other in Vegas.
No, but not in your
not in my
establishment.
House, no.
Yes.
So he comes and I hand him this shit, and he's like, this low down dirty bitch. Mind you, this was the second thing that happened, because before he traveled, I'm showing him me reorganizing my closet. Guess what's in the frame? Condoms.
Okay.
So he was like, are those condoms just on your dresser in your closet? And I was like, yeah, my cleaner must have put. So this nigga must have came here thinking I had a nigga fucking me, a nigga taking a motherfucking shower.
I would have.
And I'm like, so we had to talk through this. So then he comes and I was like, no, let me show you. There's condoms in my kitchen. There's condoms in all of my luggage.
Your kitchen?
I said, I stay with condoms everywhere.
Your kitchen?
They're in my kitchen drawer. What if I'm on the couch?
By what, the knives?
You just moved in there.
I don't give a fuck. Condoms will be everywhere. Listen, stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, bitch.
The laundry room?
So it was a part of me setting up my house. Condoms here, condoms there, condoms everywhere.
Under Bodhi's litter box?
Is it potpourri?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Potpourri.
You know how you just see little shit.
I have condoms by the bar. So I had to show him.
Condoms by the bar?
That makes more sense to me.
Because what if we drinking at the dining room table or eating eggs for
Can
breakfast?
I ask you a question?
What?
And then eating ass.
In all of my fucking, which I would say the last 16 years of fucking, shit, maybe 18, I just never was it too far of a stretch to get up and grab it from a drawer.
You ready?
Never was
I have
it.
2 stories now. Girl, I'm about to get a refrigerator.
Strong flex.
Listen, I'm about to get a refrigerator to put in my room because I be thirsty at night. But a bitch be lazy and don't want to go downstairs.
To be honest with you,
So it needs,
I feel that.
bro,
Yeah.
so I'm like, I'm going to make sure the whole part of my house is comfortable for me to do what the fuck I want to do.
I'm not going to hold you. If it's not just water, that's some fat bitch shit. Bitch, you better get your ass downstairs to get that food.
It's just water. It's just
Okay,
water.
yeah.
I'm not bringing food upstairs. Like, nah.
So,
But,
okay,
yeah,
how did he get to the
so-
boyfriend part? So this.
Anyways, we go to dinner.
Mhm.
We have sex. It's great. Y'all aren't going to get many details of that. I'll tell you now, because he's a public person. So I'm just going to be minimal here. But he adores me. I cooked for him breakfast, and it just felt good. I was like, this is our second time spending 3 days around each other where we didn't annoy each other. Like, we like couldn't keep each other off of each other. So after we got done fucking, I go to the bathroom. He comes out and meets me in the hallway. And we pretty much are just like, this makes sense and it doesn't make sense not to. So here we are. We're in a relationship.
Just to get like,
and it literally, and we do this while he's like hugging me in the hallway and we're kissing. He gives me another forehead kiss, bitches. And we just look up and it literally goes to where it's like, yeah, so I think this like solidifies that we're in a relationship, right? I was like, well, yeah, because it doesn't make sense not to be. And then here we are. So over the next, now we're just working on our boundaries, seeing each other, being intentional of making time for each other. So he's going to meet me in Denver.
Oh, nice.
So he's meeting me in Denver Sunday. And then as of right now, the end of the month, I'm supposed to be joining him in San Diego.
Nice.
So
have you been?
I've never been to San Diego.
I just went for my first time for that wedding after we shot. Weren't we all together? Yes.
Yes, I think.
We were shooting the promo reel for Decisions.
Yes.
I was in shock. Nigga, that shit is
nice.
fire. It's just like, it's not LA, but it's just as beautiful as LA, but more chill.
You know what? I just realized San Francisco, shout out to everyone that listens to us in the Bay, is now my favorite fucking city in America. I just went for All-Star Weekend. It is New York. I didn't even know that it would make me feel. So it's New York, it's Malibu, it's LA, and then it looks like parts of Europe. And I was like, yo, we went to some pier across the Golden Gate Bridge. And I was like, yo, I fucking love it here. Mind you, didn't even get to go to Oakland.
What is its New York
Didn't
part?
get to go to Sonoma. Didn't get to go to Napa. And I'm like, I'm going back. So literally, there's a part where they don't even call it downtown. You're in this area. Mind you, they have Japantown, Chinatown, all this stuff.
Japantown.
The buildings,
Yeah, they do have Japan.
the buildings are high. The streets are narrow. You feel like you're in fucking New York. And Wolf is like shaking his head. I said, I had no idea that there was a part of San Francisco that made me feel like New York. Mind you,
I'm going to be honest with you. I was born in New York. My mom lived there 15 years. I ain't never heard her say that.
No.
I never heard anybody in my life say San Francisco
Crystal
gave
said
them New
it.
York.
I was there with my friend Keith. We went and we were like, yo, this feels like New York. All the parties that we were going to, like the hotels.
Yeah, but you're talking about a city during All-Star.
No. I'm talking about the buildings and how I felt.
the parties I meant.
No, I'm not talking about the parties at all. I'm talking about where we were, like where we were driving. And Wolf is at least shaking his head. And the 5 people that I was with agreed. Had no clue that it would remind me of New York City. And I was like, yo, I fucking love it here. Was it just as expensive? I said, ooh.
Yeah, more expensive rent.
Mind you, did my white people shit and got into one of them cars with no driver.
Waymo.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that story. That's cool.
Crazy.
Do you know what's crazy? The other day, literally, I was saying, what happened to Jaguars? And I realized they're Waymo.
They're Waymo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was crazy.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I'm not going to lie. I'm so shocked that they have it in Atlanta. I said,
they do?
All they do is steal cars out here. I'm like, the Waymo's about to be getting robbed or something. They about to take the goddamn satellite shits off and take them Jags. I'm so shocked that they
How did you feel when I got in and it made a turn? And then even when like someone else crossed over, I was like, what the I didn't like it.
I ain't gonna hold you. That thing drove better than some humans.
It did, but I was scared.
The AI is real as fuck with those
I
things.
was like scared, but also like it wouldn't even move until all of us put our seatbelts on.
Yeah.
And if you take your seatbelt off, your account will be gone. So
wow.
Yeah.
Nah, I like
they're
that.
very serious with buckling up. But I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
What was the cost for
Kind
that?
of scary. Shout out to my friend Keith. He booked it. He said, you got to try this before you
I think
leave.
it's around an Uber cost.
Okay. Without the Uber driver?
I'm trying to think. I
And
didn't.
we
I
did take all the
only
bread?
took mine 15 minutes.
I was about to say, we did take it when we were only 8 minutes. We went from Japantown to Chinatown.
I didn't want to take it for a long drive. Like, for some reason, I was like, yeah, I'm good on the airport.
It didn't go on the highway? For
We
y'all?
didn't get on the highway, and it
Maybe
won't
that's what
take you to
it's tougher.
airports.
Okay.
Maybe because that is so much that maybe
So
they
much
have
traffic.
Too much.
You know, but they won't take you to airports, but they're inner city. So they're in LA, San Francisco, Atlanta, and I think they're introducing it to, Arizona this year or something. And they'll be rolling it out in Atlanta more in June. And I was like, they already don't know how to drive in Atlanta.
Bro, it's so crazy.
It's like crazy.
People, like, you think Uber's a commodity that gave people jobs? Fuck no, bro. Like, these fucking corporations don't give a
No, they
fuck
don't.
about you. They don't give a fuck about helping the economy. Corporate greed is insane. Like, wow.
No, facts.
So I was going to say the main thing that I could think about that happened during this trip, I'm going to do an episode about the history of brothels because I really want to talk about prostitution in Thailand and cost and how it went and how we went to the spot and got to see them literally on a rotator. It was crazy. But my nigga said to me one night, actually it was Valentine's Day. He was like, I know we like interested in vibe pussy, but like I kind of just do miss just organic threesomes. Like we gotta fuck a tourist bitch. I'm like, I was thinking about it too. And he was like, yeah, let's just have fun tonight. I'm like, yeah, let's get fucked up. We're in the Phi Islands, which is so fucking romantic for Valentine's Day. But at nighttime it's wild and it's a full moon party. Which is every month, obviously, but it's a big deal for Bali, Thailand, whatever. We're off the island. We're in like the little parties. Nigga, he's going underneath a fucking fire limbo thing like Blade. I'm on a fucking bull ride, bruh. We're wilding out. And finally, this girl comes up. Well, a lot of people were staring at him because there weren't a lot of black people there. And this girl is just like, he's barely got his shirt on, fuck nigga. And she was like, can I take a picture with him? And I was like, okay, sure. I have a video of her, I think, because I just thought it was so funny that she's just like, oh my God. She had like a Mediterranean look. Oh, this was her. Wait, is it? Yeah, this is her. So she's just like, oh my God, I want to take a picture. Please. But she was cute. Coochie out and everything, little tiny bra. I'm like, great, well, fuck this bitch.
Oh.
So on the back of my arm, I have black in Hebrew because my father's from Israel. My mom is black. She sees it and starts talking to me in Hebrew. This is about after 20 minutes of flirting, us talking about, oh my God, I want to kiss you first, nasty shit, getting drink shots. And I was like, oh no. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, yo, I really thought I was going to eat this girl's pussy tonight. And I ain't going to eat this fucking anti-Palestine pussy. I can't do it.
Ooh.
You telling me the girl notices I'm Israeli. Now she think we're on the same team. Then she started speaking Hebrew to her other friend. Now they getting real excited. I'm like, oh no, bitch.
But wait, did you ask her?
No. So he goes, baby, it's fucking 4:00 in the morning. Like, why are you thinking about that right now? I'm like, he's like, don't even worry about it. I'm like, all right, you're right.
But also, you're Israeli and Free Palestine, so maybe she was. Did you ask her?
Well, I'm brown. From my experience, most Israelis, especially the ones living there and the ones that don't, I'm just being honest. It is a small amount of people that live in Israel that are pro-Palestine.
Yeah.
So,
okay, I'm
just like, fuck. So we having fun. We dancing on each other and shit. She whining on me and I'm like, oh God. Bitch, it was like the enemy. So I'm like, let me just say it.
Must resist.
Let me just say it. And he looking at me like, yo, just chill. Because beyond the fucking, he's like, that's going to get you upset. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
So I'm just like, after fucking, I smell like tequila. It's dripping on my tits. I have glow-in-the-dark paint over my titties that says, I love you. We were wilding. I'm like, so what do you think about what's going on? And then I hear her say to her friend, and then I knew it. I said, we got to go. He looking at me like, yo.
But what did she say?
She just started talking to her friend once I said that. And they kind of gave me a side look. And I knew then that bitch was like, fuck that hoe. And let me tell you something. The entire trip, Mandii, I haven't really had my clothes off in a minute. There are a lot of Israeli tourists in Thailand. My dad told me this too. I did not know that. Bro, almost every other day, somebody was like trying to talk to me. And I was like, yo, I thought I left this social justice warrior shit in America. Bitch, the only threesome we almost had was a girl that I couldn't fuck, rightfully so. I can't get this bitch. My nigga got good ass dick. I'm gonna give you that and eat your pussy. Meanwhile, you online talking about Hamas did this. No! I was fucked up all night. It really almost ruined my night. And I swear to God, it took me back to when I was first dating and Trump was getting elected and I was on the apps. And I felt like everything was an interview. And I remember when I was listening to Jesus and Mero back in the day, Bodega Boys around that time when they were on. And Jesus was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about not asking who the fuck did you vote for? And like, it really put me in this place of like, have I spent enough time actually putting into motion the way I feel? Like, this stopped me from fucking a bitch. But am I taking the steps every day? Because it didn't really stop me from getting matcha lemonade at Starbucks. Like, how much of my life is hypocritical, so to speak? And yeah, it fucked me up, bro. Like, a lot.
We're all hypocrites.
It really ruined my night because we was really that close.
I mean, I think you would drive yourself crazy though, figuring out how you're a hypocrite. Like me and Antoinette just had this conversation on my other pod, and it's just like, bro, you will drive yourself crazy trying to move in the most moral, best way possible. Like I think even like with all the DEI things and the boycotting of stuff, like if you choose not to eat like what it's Goya, Starbucks, like all the things that not shop at Wayfair, not shop at H&M, not do this, not do that. You drive yourself fucking crazy.
But then at the same time, don't we need to stand for something? Like, how can I fucking watch the H&M shit and walk in the door and then at the same time be someone that's like, I don't know. I really don't think you can do both. So like, I actually like after that moment, and it's crazy because it's literally about having a threesome. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm actually going to really try to make an effort. Like, I really want to. And mind you, Palestine is not a life I'm living every day. I live black shit every day, woman shit every day, gay shit every day, like the queerness, the anti-LGBTQ. I need to stop Chick-fil-A. Like that should be number one. The anti-revisionist camps, like there's a lot of shit in my life that I've just kind of been like whatever to. And that really kind of showed me like, yeah, no, I'm really not about it. I know we're taking a long time, but Mandii has a boyfriend. That's the episode. Well, I talked about fucking Zionist pussy for 5 minutes.
Okay, so clearly this episode. Sorry, I'm drinking. After you just went on the goddamn rant on not fucking supportive you.
I don't think you're gonna stop.
I'm not. I'm a hypocrite. I stand for a lot of things, and I'm not going to stress myself about the things I can purchase and buy, and where I can go, and how I can live my fucking life in the world that I think is actually ran by the government and on some bullshit. Like I think the aliens are up in the clouds or in the ocean laughing at us anyways. And we're currently on an episode where eggs are very expensive and all the planes are falling out of the sky. So this is like a new season that just started and it's about eggs and planes. So wherever we're at in life, it's fucking laughable to me. And I just want to be peaceful. Atlanta has allowed me to slow down. Atlanta has allowed me to just like I realize like New York is such a busy, fast, I always got to be out, always got to do stuff city. Like yesterday I met Eden. What time I met you? At like 10 a.m.?
Yeah, basically.
I got back home at 1. I was lucky. We recorded, I had lunch. I met my friend, got drunk with her and her husband. By the way, I told him I was going to do this. Shout out to you, Rob. I go to see my friend Britt. I'm TT Mandii, and they were so happy to see me. I'm one of the aunties that as soon as I go, I'm going to bring you candy. I'm going to bring you ice cream. I'm going to be the best friend so that you could go watch your cartoons when me and your parents is talking. So I go over there, and I said, Rob, first off, twins, we have the same hair because he's blonde and short. I say, Rob, I never ask you for anything, and I need a huge favor. Mind you, Britt is sitting on the couch like, now, bitch, what you need from my husband? I said, I would never ask you any other time for this, but I really need your help. He looks at me, he said, you need a do-rag, don't you?
That's cute.
I said, oh my God, how did you know? Bitch, my homegirl fell to the floor and was like, not my nigga, no, you got to ask for a do-rag. I said, bitch, I got to make this shit last. The waves, I can't do it. And I said, I slept like this all night. I was sleeping on my motherfucking hand, cheek to hand. I said, I can't mess this up. So I just said, when I go into the studio, I'm going to shout you out. So shout out to Rob for giving me a do-rag. I ain't going to judge you at the fact that it was pink.
Give us this reactionary, bitch. What we reacting to?
So this is clearly a fucking catch-up episode. Decisions. We went completely off outline. But I do still have this, and I wanted to play it because in the realm that we both have boyfriends, I thought that this was an interesting conversation. So
Beyonce's not Jay-Z's dream girl, but Beyonce fits the image of who
she goes on to say that she does not think Beyonce is Jay-Z's dream girl, but instead he recognizes that she is a dream girl for the majority of the population. And because of that, she is a suitable partner to have for someone of his level of stature in the music industry. Okay, we're not going to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z. This is a Beyonce stan page, but we can learn a lot from the message in this video. If you are a woman who is beautiful, smart, well put together, charismatic, knows how to carry herself,
So I haven't used the R word in a long time, but to imply that Beyonce is not Jay-Z's type from a, I really don't want to say this, but I gotta say it. That white bitch was not in shape that said that shit. And you talking about Beyonce? Beyonce? Bitch, you look like Luther Vandross. That's what I was thinking of. You really had the audacity to get on the internet and say one of the most beautiful women in the world. And mind you, if you Google the most beautiful women in the world, I think Jennifer Aniston pops up, which is a gag, bitch. Beyonce isn't Jay-Z's type because she's that big. This is what she represents. I could understand that if Beyonce had no looks, no body, nothing else. What? No talent. That bitch is godly.
I want to ask you about what was said in the video, though, not Beyonce, because she literally said,
that's all
we're not going to make this about Beyonce. I want to know your thoughts on men picking women based on how society views them.
Women do it too.
No, I know. So I wanted to know your thoughts on that, because I do actually think that this is why, and this is going to be a hot take, I believe this is why a lot of married men cheat on their wives. I think that they get with women, especially rich, successful, powerful men. I do feel like those men get with women who tick off the boxes, but not who make them happy. I think this is why they cheat with the fun whores, the fun girls, the bitches that maybe people deem are not wifey material, because those are actually the women they would like to see themselves with. However, because they're so pressed on how society views them and how they view whoever's standing next to them, they go for the safe woman. They go for the woman that inevitably they end up maybe resenting a bit, and it leads them to step out. So I do feel like this is true. I feel like this is a reason why.
Here's my take on that. I think that the fun girl theory goes two ways. Issue with fun girl. I have a lot of hot homegirls, a lot of IG baddie bitches. A lot of them lack a lot of depth that is required beyond the night when you're just sitting at home alone. A lot of my friends that haven't really had quote unquote real jobs or a certain educational background don't really have a lot more to offer and have had issues with men in relationships because they feel that energy too. Niggas don't want to fucking turn up and smoke hookah all the time. So what happens when all of that's gone? What happens when the vacation life stops? Much like a long distance relationship, spending time at home just like you and your boyfriend did is really important. Not always going on vacation, but being in each other's home, shit like that. That's something that people always recommend. I really do think when you just have the fun girl and you're always out, you really don't know what that day-to-day life is like. How do these women motivate you? Are they even motivating themselves? So I don't think it's that men are choosing partners that society thinks is better. I think they're just not choosing well-rounded women. We can't sit here and think one's boring and the other one's fun. I know a bad bitch that's fun and can turn up that works at the fucking desk. They listening. But it's not always looking like that. So I think people, women too, choose people that are good on paper. But I think to say that men aren't choosing the fun girl actually is wrong. I think nowadays, beauty is more what we're seeing online. Like, you never really hear men gassing about how their girl does XYZ or how they're proud of them online. You just see the photos of them. Like, when we see rich and wealthy men, they're just with beautiful women. That's why Beyonce is such an anomaly.
Except NFL players, mid-whites.
Do they?
They don't be with no lit bitches.
Because Jalen Hurts bitch look good.
Well, no, I'm talking about the majority of NFL players. We talked about this on Patreon. Ain't talking about Jalen Hurts. He's an anomaly, and that's why everybody wanted the Eagles to win, because he's actually a black quarterback with a black woman. So love that for him.
Chicken fried steak.
But the majority,
that was a great clip.
I just don't know. I do think that the woman that society sees, though, for me, society doesn't have a good perception of the fun girl. Doesn't have a good perception of a woman who enjoys a good night out. Doesn't have a good perception of a woman who wants to stand on, like,
you know what that girl is today? It's the bitch that go on solo vacations and trips with her homegirl.
You could want to stand on couches and then go home and read a book. There's duality there.
I really do think, though, that girl today in 2025, in the last 5 years, even since COVID, I see a lot of girls moving around. That is that corporate girly or maybe small business independent girly that is out with her friends, turning the fuck up on vacation and come home and get to business. That is what a fun girl is to me today. I believe I'm that girl. Bitch, I got shit to do. But if I'm on my Instagram story, I'm not the fucking vlogger who's showing you about all the contracts I got to do. I'm going to probably show you the club. So I think sometimes from what I feel like I'm seeing, I am seeing men with more of the fun girl or beautiful girl that doesn't have much else, you know? I just watched Just Right on the plane. Do you remember that movie with Queen Latifah?
And Common, right?
And Paula Patton. And so her friend or her god sister in the movie didn't do anything, but she was gorgeous. And Queen Latifah worked in medical. And it's like, I feel like that's the shit we see. We see women get looked over that have great jobs or that quote unquote normal girls for the fun girl. I feel the opposite of what that girl said.
Interesting.
I really do.
Okay.
I just seldom am meeting the Jay-Z's of the world. And no, I'm not talking about a Jay-Z, but rich men, famous men that are with dope women that got their own shit going. I really feel like their bitches be bad and boring. Not even bad and bougie. Because I know a bougie bitch that can buy her own shit.
That's why I think, maybe, I mean, and we definitely run in different worlds, different circles. A lot of the married men,
we run in the same circles
but
too.
a lot of the married men I know, different experience. I feel like a lot of the married men that I know that I'm friends with, their wives are safe. They're at home with the kids. And when they're outside, they're with the fun girls that they would never consider being with.
That I've seen being at home with their wives, no matter what circle, the ones that we know men in or not, those wives have probably been in longer term relationships, or maybe they have older kids. My younger friends that are married, and by younger I mean under 40, I've seen them with these types of girls or in relationships. My friends that kind of have wives at home have older kids. Maybe their wives ain't trying to be out with them at every event, like, which is understandable. Because, like, yeah, sure, it's fun the first few years, but we got to all be honest with ourselves. Like, if you have to keep up with your man that needs to keep up with appearances, like, that's not sustainable either.
Okay.
If you are, let's just say, in legal, your man is in the sports industry and always got to be out. You're not about to chase behind this nigga every fucking event.
No, you can't.
You got your own shit going. Like, I'm not running behind a nigga. I got too much to do. So if my man is at every conference and networking and doing shit, is it going to make it look like, like I'm not doing enough or I'm not fun or I'm not out there? Like, I think just having women around in the club really doesn't mean anything. I think women flock to money and status. And I don't think a girl being next to you or around really shows any value.
I would love to know from our monogamous listeners if their man goes on work trips, if they're fine and comfortable with their man being out with friends and bitches being around.
Being at the table. Because think about that.
From the table back to the room.
No, but you know what I'm saying. That's where you see it.
I want to know for our monogamous listeners what they, like, if they're fine with their man just hanging out with the fun girls, just hanging out.
You talking about monogamous. Are there men fun, rich men?
But that's what I'm saying.
I mean, kind of fun, famous and rich men.
No, I'm talking that they don't have to be famous or rich. I'm talking about women who, like you just said, the lawyer dating the sports agent. These are corporate people who have to travel for work. When you're not around, are you fine with your man being outside with the fun girls that you know probably want to have some fun? And when I say fun, we've been there. We've been those girls that go from drinking at the fucking table to going to the after party to going to the hotel room. Like, fun girls like to have fun. They down with the casual sex. We were the fun girls. We've been those girls. 26 to 32, whatever the case. We weren't just always hanging out with guys. If your guy is attractive, your guy got money, and he hanging with the fun girls, chances are.
But the initial thing was, do men really want to be with the women they're choosing, or would they rather be with the fun girl?
No. And my thing is, they like the fun girl and would probably be with them if they weren't so hell-bent on how society views them and the woman next to them. And so I believe that, which is why there's one of the guys, like, we talked, like, even me and Actor Bay. It's like, okay, does what I do in a career align with your image? There's been men I talked about. I have a little government nigga who said he had his PR team look me up. Because I was like, oh my God, like, are you even allowed to be around me? Because, you know, like, you do a lot of things high up in government. And he was like, oh, I had my PR team look you up. And, you know, period cis, women empowerment, you're for women's rights, abortion rights. He was like, so you aligned. It's cool, like, because of your messaging. But I've had athletes who are very hell-bent on their brand image. We're just friends and we don't let it be known that it's anything more because...
You know what's so crazy to me? Because it's like, they could date a bitch that got 3 rapper baby daddies that fucking got someone that exposed them with news.
I'm talking about the men who care about their brand image. Anthony Edwards ain't one.
I'm saying, you're talking about those men may be the same that would date that girl that's been passed around because she just has pictures up and isn't talking on her platform, right? Like, it's kind of crazy because the picking and choosing of who you're going to be with, I think niggas really be acting like...
We know there's a difference between a man fucking you and a man wifing you. So men are always going to fuck those women, but being publicly claimed by them, being brought around the family, being an item to the public, bringing you to my work events, that is different. And I think that men who actually care about how they look to society, to their jobs, in their careers, they want a clean, safe woman next to them. And it kind of, sucks for the women that are still cool and just a little
short
wild.
Blonde hairs, and tattoos, and box braids that are messy, bitch. No.
All right.
Listen. Anyways, guys, a whole fucking catch-up episode. If you liked how this went, we have our ketchup and mustard episodes over on Patreon.
Ooh.
Patreon.com/horrible decisions, where you get a bonus episode every week, as well as the full video to our You Got Decisions segment that we air every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts. Before we get out of here, we want to remind you to help us become New York Times bestsellers.
Let me show y'all what
by pre-ordering No Holds Barred, a dual manifesto on sexual exploration and power, written by yours truly.
Open and
with
closing
Tempest
like a
X.
coochie.
We have a lot of content coming for you guys. Also, make sure if you want to see us host the Black Effect Festival, you pull up on us April 26th in Atlanta, Georgia. That was a lot. All right, y'all.
Take a breath.
Anyways, this has been another episode of Decisions.
Goodbye, Negroes.
See you guys
Don't order
next
Starbucks.
week, bitches. If you are a patron member, that's right, go on over to patreon.com/horrible decisions. That's where you can get all of the X-rated, raunchy discussions about sex. It's bonus, bitch, but it's also another episode of Horrible Decisions.
You feel at home now that you can say that instead of decisions?
Decisions. I mean, I'm getting used to both of them. I like both episodes. This is crazy because we just had to have a little powwow because I'm like, ooh, have some tea, but don't want to give too much of it away. But I will give it all away, but just deeper into the episode.
Just so y'all know, if you're listening to a preview, we probably post the first, I feel like 7 to 10 minutes of the Patreon episode, and then you can subscribe.
This episode gonna be 7.
And Mandii has so much tea. I said, bitch, you want to say that at minute
I
11?
literally have it in the outline about what's happening with my dating life. But I guess I'll start off just with a little ad promo, just because I want to see you bitches this year, and y'all may actually get to see one of these boos that I'm going to talk about.
Oh my God, is it your church sex?
No. Well, that too. But Labor Day weekend, if you guys are interested, you have heard us talk about hedonism before. I am hosting at Hedonism with Choco Bliss Thursday, October 28th through Tuesday, September 2nd. Labor Day weekend. I will make sure that you guys have the link in the description to get your tickets. It is an adults only resort, clothing optional. If you talk to Weezy will tell you on one side it's not optional.
It's
you have to get the fuck naked.
Wait, Mandii, you said October 28th. That's Labor Day?
No, August 28th to September 2nd. Girl, October 28th is Halloween.
I know.
When you guys go, make sure you select Mandii B in the referral section. And again, you can stay anywhere between 5 and 7 nights. It's going to be fun, free alcohol. You can watch people have sex. It's one of those crazy ass resorts. And
have you been back since the time we went?
I
wonder if it looks different. I wonder.
Did I? I'm not sure. I don't think I have.
You only went to hedonism once then?
No, I've been to hedonism twice. I went with Taylor and Crystal. I went before we went.
You went before we went?
Yeah, I went before we went. And then I guess we did the one in Mexico, but that one was so different. They weren't really having sex in public.
No, they have sex at hedonism, y'all.
Yeah, no. That's why the one in Mexico was like, this one isn't as cool.
I know you probably don't want to work while you're there, but I would love...
Oh, no, I am working, so I'm doing classes.
Oh, fun.
Like I'm doing
I was gonna say, I want you to record with...
No, I'm doing some classes.
What you teaching?
I don't know yet.
You
I
little
don't know
dick
yet.
sucker whore.
I'm not gonna teach. I would never teach a class on how to suck dick because it's different for everyone. Clearly not gonna teach them how to ride, not peg. I don't know. Maybe just how to feel sexy in the bedroom. I don't know. Something simple. And then I'm gonna.
If I had to go to a class of yours, I would want you to show me how to relax the anal muscle for men. How to have a talk.
I can't tell people how to relax their anal muscle when they're men. That's
women. How to make sure you gave me that one tip about going down, up, something.
Oh yeah, no, that's to hit the G spot. That's for where it goes. I don't know. I want it to be fun. And then I'm probably gonna host a little pool party, and make them do games and suck toes and eat coochie at the pool. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna make it wild. I'm gonna make it. It also I think depends who I end up going with. But also if you're in Atlanta, and you want to go to a sex club. Susia Play is throwing a party February 22nd in Atlanta, and it's so cool because we're doing it in a church. If you could think of any which way to be inappropriate, it's every way I'm living my life in 2025, apparently. No, in the Bible Belt. It's fucking crazy. And so
the rebrand is Mandi's hosting Hedonism next year.
Hedonism
and a church sex party.
In a church. And I am starting 2025 being very, very open with, I guess I can call them my partners. They're not my partners. I feel like I feel like I'm in relationships right now, honestly. And it's crazy.
You have 3 boyfriends.
So honestly, I'm really only gonna name 2. So the third one, Scientist Bay, has not left the friend zone yet. We've rekindled what we were talking pre-pandemic, but it hasn't festered to ooh, not yet. But these other 2 niggas.
You fucked him before.
No, we didn't fuck.
You never fucked him.
We've never fucked. So of the 3 guys I'm talking to, I've only fucked the one that I met most recently. No. So the reason why me and Scientist Bay didn't fuck is because we got really, 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 really drunk. And it just didn't happen.
Didn't one of you fly to see each other?